Abigail Adua is sister to the deceased Linda Adua, and indeed, Abigail Adua has penned down a petition addressed to the Director General of the Ghana Health Service and copied quite a number of people, including the Director Health Service, Volta Region, the Director Health Service, Ketu South, the Commissioner of Straj, Accra, and Commissioner of Straj, Volta Region, the Medical Director of the hospital in question, the Central Aflao Hospital, and the District Commander of the Ghana Police Service, the District Commander also of the National Investigations Bureau, and a number of other people, including the media. She joins us on the line now. Hello, good evening, madam. I'm sorry, so sorry for your loss, but can you confirm to us when this incident happened?
Good evening to your listeners. My name is Abigail Adua. Linda Adua is my younger sister. On the 11th of April, I was in Kumasi early morning around 7 o'clock. My nephew called me that the mother is dead. So I rushed down to Aflao early in the morning. But when I get to Aflao, I asked the boy everything. The boy narrated all the stuff, what happened in the hospital for me. So I asked a friend with my sister's son to escort me to the hospital. We went to the hospital. I met the coordinator, the medical director, and his wife. So we spoke about the incident, and they asked me, before I called the wife of the doctor, when I was coming from Kumasi, I asked her, Madam Agnes, please, do you have a morgue in your hospital? And she said, yes, but you know we have a morgue in your hospital. And I told her, that's what has happened to my sister in your facility. And they gave my sister body to my nephew to send it to the district hospital. So she said, no, not in her hospital. So I asked her, go to the ward. There's a patient there. Go and ask her. So she called me 30 minutes later, telling me it's true. She has confirmed it from the patient that that's what happens to my sister. So we went there. After we went there, we spoke. They said they will call me back in 5 working days. They did not call. 3 weeks, they did not call. Almost a month. That was 11th April. I went there 14th April. They did not call. So May 2nd, and I went to the police station to lodge a complaint against them. So the commander sent them a letter that they should produce the 2 nurses. They produced the 2 nurses, and investigation started. So I've decided to, I don't know. Oh God.
So I get it that it's a difficult time for you, and we sympathize with you really. But what really happened on the day? What were you told? I'm sure her 19-year-old son would have narrated to you what happened. So the son took your sister to the hospital at dawn, and when they got there, what happened?
Around 4, when they got there, they met 2 nurses on duty. One is Christine Pebe and Kevin Sekonu. They met them on duty, and the nurses asked my sister, do you have an health insurance? And she said no. So they said, okay, madam, you pay 400 cedis before the treatment starts. And my sister said, I don't have physical cash with me. I only have mobile money with me. And they said no. Doctor said they shouldn't take mobile money from 12 a.m. They shouldn't take mobile money. And my sister said, as you can see, it's early done for me to get a mobile money vendor. So please accept the mobile money and start the treatment. They said no. So my sister's son has to go out from the hospital to trek to the Avueme junction before getting a motorbike to the border. He looked everywhere for a mobile money. He didn't get. So he trekked back. He trekked back to the hospital. So my sister is still sitting in the wheelchair at the nurse's station. Her vitals was not taken. They didn't even give her a paracetamol, nothing. My sister was sitting there. So the son told them that I couldn't get the mobile money. Please treat my mother so that early in the morning I will call my aunties and my uncles to come and pay the money. Or you can give me your mobile money number so that I will send the money through your mobile money number. In the morning, you can take the money and pay the bills. The nurses said no. And so the nurses asked the boy to wheel the mother to the ward. And she just stood there, point her finger, show them where the ward is. She didn't even follow them to the ward. So my nephew wheeled the mother to the ward. So there's a bed there. She sat on the bed. Later, about 1 hour later, my sister was complaining of difficulty in breathing. And the boy ran to them, still begging them that they should take care of the mother. The mother said she cannot breathe. The nurse came and told my sister that, Madam, you are disturbing us. She was on her phone, calling her phone. Told my sister that, Madam, you are disturbing us. Why are you disturbing us? Bring the money before we treat you. And my sister said, oh, I'm begging you. I can't breathe. Please, even if a small oxygen, give me so that I can breathe. They said, no, they will not give her anything. Unless they pay the money before they can treat her. So my sister was there around 6:45 that way. And the son said, okay, now it's almost getting to 7. So he's going out. Maybe he will get a mobile money vendor to withdraw the money and brought it to them. So when the son stood up and my sister holds his son, that the son should take her to the washroom. So they move 1, 2, 3 steps, and my sister holds her son tightly, calling the son's name, Jerry, and she fell on the floor. So Jerry pulled her and she sat. She sat on the floor. So Jerry was very confused. My sister's son was very confused. So he left the mother on the floor. And there's a patient at the ward who stood up, screaming, calling the nurses. The boy went and called them. They didn't mind the boy. And the lady went there to call them. So the lady told them that something is happening to the woman. When they came, they just took my sister. They just raised my sister and put her on the bed. And they were checking her pulse. Then they realized she's already dead. So they asked my sister's son to quickly run and get a taxi. Her mother's condition is on critical condition. So she should run and get a taxi and bring the taxi and send the mother to the district hospital. So the boy was very confused. The boy ran out and looked for a taxi. By the time the boy brought the taxi, the security man opened the gate. They have oh God. My sister is lying on a stretcher, lifeless. Her eyes were opened. They pushed her from the ward to the gate beside the main gate. So when the taxi entered the taxi entered, and they asked my sister's son to quickly enter into the back seat. So the son was very confused. So he entered the back seat, and they opened the other door, and they hold my sister, and they pushed my sister into the taxi. So they put her around her breast to her head, on top of the lap of my sister's son, and they pushed her legs in. Even the slippers that she's wearing, they left the slippers there because they were in hurry to give the body to the boy. They were in hurry, so they left her sleepers in the hospital.
So your suspicion is that your sister died before she left the hospital.
Yes, no, my sister died before she left the hospital. Even the patients at the ward told them that the woman is already dead before they left the hospital.
And they did not. You don't know whether they carried out any test on her to see whether indeed she was dead or not, because you just said that there's a mortuary or a morgue in that facility. So maybe if she was dead, they would have put her there. But did they also issue them a referral letter to the facility they were sending them to?
They didn't issue any referral letter. There is no nurse followed the boy to the district hospital. They just left the boy and the mother. They asked the boy to send the mother to the district hospital. So
when they got to the district hospital, what happened there?
When they got to the district hospital, the boy quickly alighted, called the nurses that something is happening to the mother, because he was calling the mother. The mother was not breathing, and her eyes were open, her mouth was open. So when they came, they realized she's already dead, and they went back and brought a stretcher and put her on the stretcher. Will throw her to the emergency. They didn't even put her on bed because they know she's already dead. So the doctors came and they detect her eyes, they close her eyes, they close her mouth, and they asked the boy to call the family. So I quickly called my younger brother, and my younger brother rushed to the hospital. So the doctors told him that she died almost about 50 minutes before they brought her to the district hospital. Yes.
Very unfortunate. But so you've petitioned the Ghana Health Service. What do you want them to do for you?
Yeah, my sister is a single mother. She's a single mother, and the boy had admission to University of Science and Technology before the mother passed on. So the mother wanted to send the boy to the school, and the boy said no, he will not go. He will go on November or next year. That's what the boy said. So before my sister passed on, now my sister is a single mother. My sister is a single mother, and the boy too got admission to the university. So I want the government to. I don't know. Oh God.
I see. We share in your grief, and we understand that the authorities have started investigating the matter. The Medical and Dental Council, we understand, it started, and a few others are also interested in the matter. We wish you the very best. We will touch base with you again and see progress on the matter. Once again, our sympathies, and we hope that the good Lord Himself will comfort you and help you. Thank you so much.